If you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 70 Lion.
Putting a receiver in motion. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And Lamar starts one game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Jake. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Go street.
They've got a man in motion.
19, Lion.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking in the air here. His first throw is an interception. Trevin Williams has it. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the
Let's go now.
30-yard line.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Takes the second down snap. Pass brought in by Tyrone McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's caught after a game about 2. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing it on second down. We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fields this at the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good.
Basketball 80. 19.
1st and 10.
This is Brooks heading left. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
2nd and 8.
He's going to throw this one. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Ready?
Again, it's Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Okay, that's a run to toe-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Basketball 80. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
59-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
I think that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, starts to drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Viking 18, Viking 18.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting it.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive.
Okay,
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
let's go now. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Our score reads 10-6. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this.
Okay, ready?
We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. On the give, it's Brooks. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Panthers first
Go
down.
check, go check.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running once more with Brooks. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
From the gun, a give to Brooks. There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Tag.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Get it. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Wisconsin. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Hey, Listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with a big interception.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trevin Wallace has it. And this is going to be a pick six. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth monitor on the fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. To the air, following that pick six. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Falcons.
First and 10. Around to Robinson. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Austin makes the grab downfield. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Man, ready.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. I mean, they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll run now on second down. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
From the red zone on first. Has it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Ready up.
Second and 3 now.
70, Hawk 70.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. No. Ready.
Now we get to Brooks coming left. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
7, let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Man in motion here. He's back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Sets a return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Hold the ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Crack all 80. Get it. Ready.
Going to Brooks here to start the half. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Full momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
He's across midfield.
On the go.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings
Come
up
on, come
2nd
on.
and 7.
Hands off here for Brooks. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled there by James Pierce.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
70, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Ready.
Back to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll go play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the... This is caught inside the 15. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the ground, Brooks. He takes it down to the 33. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panthers first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing off the play fake. Going deep here for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He cuts it right. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Cougar Knights.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect from your teammates.
And he only manages one couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Go! Pack the 60.
He keeps this one himself. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. One after from Carlson is up and good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Panthers 17. Daniel Carlson set to kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throw left side, complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a throw. It is caught left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Liking 18.
Second down, looking for options. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down run with Brooks. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on.
The 21-yard line.
Bronco 80.
takes off with it. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Working now from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you've got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Brings it in. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have no Power Rangers.
On the 6.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Back to throw now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Robinson again here on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense is hurrying. Time running down. From the gun on 3rd down. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kicked off by Noel Williams. And the Panthers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
The Panthers take over 1st and
Here we go.
10
Set.
at the 47.
19 target.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down here, need 8 on the play. He'll call his own number. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard
line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19, Panther 6.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Gravity Lions.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Here he is to throw. Running right side by McMillan. And he's tackled up to get this to the opposing 46. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
1 final shot here. It's him on the end route. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.
Typical, body of a dominance, that's so typical. Turn like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change.
In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm
I'm typically every day gon' call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state. The worries